Hello everybody, thanks for tuning in. At a popular demand, this video is brought to you by Silver. One of the best savings accounts a person can have. It's a true statement, as a matter of fact. The reason why I'm showing you that, I made a knife sharpening video about 1 or 2 videos back. Take a look at it. And in it, somebody left a comment saying, hey, there needs to be silver in this video. And I made a comment back to that person, hey, from now on, I'm going to put some silver in each video. And I might even hide it so you, the viewer, can try to find it. Anyway, I want to talk to you about this news article. It's all over. It's on CNN. This one I'm reading is from the Washington Times. And basically, it's Chicago mulling over universal basic income testing. Direct cash transfers to people. For nothing. Thankfully, the article is only about that long. The Windy City may soon experiment with giving its citizens cash windfalls via a universal basic income pilot program. Chicago Alderman Armaya Paywar, a Middle Eastern name, appears to be well on his way to convincing colleagues to test his UBI program. And that webpage just crashed. Anyway, the webpage crashed. What they're going to do, pick 1,000 people, and they're going to give them $500 with no stipulations, no conditions. Now, we all know what universal basic income is. No need for me to bore you to death with that. But the fact of the matter, what I want to talk about is who pays for that. Who pays for that? As we already know, many people who have jobs in Chicago are already taxed to the limit. There are many that are just one paycheck away from losing their homes. The rest have left the state or trying to leave the state. So I'm asking, where does this money come from? It comes from the taxpayers who are already there. Regardless of what they can afford, they will pay for it. They, the government, do not care whether the taxpayers, the people who actually work for a living, are one paycheck away from losing their homes. They will tax them and tax them and tax them, and they don't want to hear no excuses why they can't pay their tax. Chicago government, the city of Chicago, basically operating like a drug dealer trying to hook a new customer. They give you a couple of bumps for free, get you hooked up, you know. Pretty soon you're dependent on that dealer. And that's what this is about. It's dependency. It's about buying votes. It's about staying in power. Chicago taxpayers, as I mentioned, will have to flip the bill. And if this pilot program is a success, in their eyes, they will expand it. Again, the Chicago people, the people of Chicago, will have to pay for it, regardless of whether they can afford it or not. You don't like the new taxes? Move. Oh, I forgot. You can't sell your house in that slum? Too bad. We'll take it away from you if you don't pay your taxes. So, Chicago and the people who run it will destroy the economy there, because we all know what happens in a socialist economy. They will then cry out to the federal government. Oh, by the way, many people who leave comments, oh, Chicago just print more money. They can just print more money. It doesn't work like that. The federal government prints money. Actually, let me correct myself. The federal government does not print its own money. The Federal Reserve does, which is not part of the federal government. cities like Chicago do not print their own money. So once the government of the city of Chicago collapses the economy of Chicago, they're going to cry to the federal government for a bailout. Now, a federal bailout is paid by the people of all the states. Again, the working people. So therefore, when Chicago collapses its economy, the federal government will bail them out, and you and I and all the rest of us will be on the hook. And they know this. And many of the negative comments will come from people who have no skin in the game. Absolutely no skin in the game yet. They talk as though they know it all. And they will defend this universal income. Folks, it's really scary when I look at the news online and people ask me, why do you keep looking at the news? Well, it helps me think of new ideas about videos and whatnot. It is good to read even the bad news. It's good to read even the false news. Remember, to get to the truth, you have to listen to all sides of the story. And that's why I watch the news. I watch the news and I'm seeing the word socialist pop up more often. Every day as the days go by, the word socialist is popping up more and more and more. And that is the direction that it appears that half the population wants to go. Because they can't do it on their own. They want mommy and daddy, and mommy and daddy don't want to do it anymore. So what do? They adopt a new mommy and daddy, and that's government. Anyway, folks, I am so tired of it. I really am. I'm tired of seeing the word socialist coming my way more and more frequently. It's a scary world out there. I hope you give me a thumbs up for this video. I hope you hit the alert in the home page to alert you when my new videos are coming out. Anyway, have a great day.